Cassava is one of my favorite ground provisions. It is an indigenous food to the Caribbean. The indigenous peoples used to cook cassava quite a bit. Actually, it is from cassava that the indigenous peoples made cassava in Guyana, and it is with that cassava they make their very famous pepper pot. Cassava is the ingredient that gives pepper pot its longevity. So they're able to keep the pot bubbling for days and days and days in the Guyanese forest. We enjoy cassava quite a bit here in Trinidad. It's very versatile and it's quite delicious. Of course, you can get it frozen these days, but I always like to go the traditional way when I can and buy it fresh. When you go to the market and you're buying cassava, you should ask your vendor to cut it in two for you, and you should really see that the inside of that cassava is lily white. If it's got little gray or black streaks, don't buy it. It means it's old. I love to mix up my spices in the kitchen. I love Indian cuisine, and I love to bring the flavors from the kitchens of India into my food sometimes. So I'm taking a traditional oil down and I'm going to spice that up now and make it an Eastern style oil down. You know, here in the Caribbean, every island thinks that they have the best oil down. We're going to use fresh coconut milk in this as well. And we've got some turmeric. We've got some spices. Now, turmeric is freshly dug turmeric. It's a wonderful floral aromatic to cook with. It's also extremely healthy for you. Of course, if you don't have it fresh, you can use the powdered version. It's a wonderful bright yellow color. It imparts to everything, and wonderful flavor as well. This dish is inspired by Caribbean and, as I said before, India. So the Indian part of this oil down is the biryani mix. Now, biryani is a traditional Indian spice used for rice and for exotic and more flamboyant dishes. But I'm going to put this into my cassava oil down, and we're going to change the whole nature of the flavor of this dish. It's going to get a really nice exotic flair to it, and it's going to be so delicious. So of course we need to cook the cassava in coconut milk. What I'm doing is pre-boiling my cassava here, and I'm going to add my oil to my pot and add my aromatics. Add some onion and some hot peppers, some garlic, and of course the turmeric. You can see that gets a beautiful golden color in there, and also fresh turmeric gives a really punchy flavor to the dish, you know. And then you've got the underlying earthiness and smokiness of the flavor as well. And then we put in our biryani mix, which is going to give you that wonderful exotic lift to the whole dish. We fry that up a bit, and the reason why we fry that is with any powdered curry, if you fry it first, you really pump up the flavors very nicely. Of course, and then you're going to put the cassava in there, and that gets beautifully colored. And make sure you stir that cassava up well so that you get all those pieces covered in that wonderful aromatic mix. And then of course you throw in your coconut milk, add your salt to taste, and you let that simmer until everything gets nice and thick. And after that, it's pretty much ready to be enjoyed. And of course, what can you enjoy this with? You can enjoy it with grilled fish, you can enjoy it with grilled chicken, you can enjoy it on its own. You know, you don't have to have it with something if you're looking for something light and sustaining. Cassava does the trick every time. Cooked up in coconut milk, it's creamy and delicious. And of course, when you add those wonderful aromatic Eastern spices, you've got something that just transports you to a different country.